Miners batting .264 on the season. You see him in at third base. Made 2 great plays in the top half of this inning. That one is chopped over to the second baseman. He bobbles it, and he's called out. It looked close, but the Coyotes are going to put a runner across anyway, so Cheese is going to score. Being a big out for Thompson. Big spot for the Coyotes. 1-2. Here's the pitch. It hits him, and it's going to walk in a run. That probably hurt. CJ looked angry and threw his bat towards the Coyotes' dugout to get them pumped up. So it's going to be 6-2 now. Bases loaded. Big spot. That was the one. That was the pitch he wanted for sure. He's going to swing on that one. It's a dribbler to first. They're going to go home for the force. It pulls him off the bag. So it's going to be an error for the Eagles. It pulled the catcher on. Come up in a big one here. The Coyotes still only have 2 hits, but now 3 runs. And that one is swung on by Bain to right field. It's going to be deep. It drops. It drops over his head. He lost it in the sun. And the Coyotes are going to score a run. I think they're only going to get definitely score on a single. And Bain at first, who can definitely go from first to third. That one's ripped by Miner. It's going to get down. CJ's going to score. Cheese is coming home. Bain's going to third, just like we said, and it's textbook from Julian Miner. Which is obviously great for our chances of Miner getting home on a base hit. Here we go. Here's the 3-2. Runners are going to go again. And it's going to be a ball, so it's going to be a Coyotes lead, 7-6. Bain comes in and touches the plate, an RBI walk. Swung on by Miner, and that's going to be fair down the line. Hector's going to come home and score. Miner's going to get into second off a weird bounce off the wall. And Julian Miner's great day continues. Wilkes and Caden Johnson all had to exit the game early. Moved Miner over to first. Hector came in at third. Chun came in the right field, and he does his job and gets an RBI single. Flares it over Securos to second baseman's head, and they've cut the lead down to
Good afternoon, folks. This is Jimmy Belushio back on the mic with Michele Picozzi. We have a fun one for you today. It's a beautiful day from Ridgecrest. We have the Cerro Coso Coyotes taking on the Compton Coyotes. So a matchup versus Coyotes today, Michele. First of 2 games this week, we have Jacob Rice on the mound, and it's only going to be his second home start of the season, so we're excited to see him today. And it's definitely a bounce-back opportunity after a really competitive series, Michele.
Yeah, it was a great series last week against Mount St. Jack. Series we saw a ton of offense with over 70 runs in the 3 games in the series. The Coyotes dropped the series with 1 win and 2 losses, so big bounce back spot here against Compton. I'd like to see their pitching bear down a little bit more. We had some great innings where we were putting up zeros, but a couple innings in each game where we just allowed the big inning with 4 or 5 runs from the other team, and it came back to bite us in the end. So look to bear down pitching-wise. Offense was great, a lot of 2-out hitting, and look to stay resilient on the base path and in the batter's box today.
Yeah, and those are going to be our keys today, Michele. Avoiding the big inning as a pitching staff and as a defense is going to be really important. That's been one of the main things that this team has had to deal with all season. And then just playing sound defense and continuing that 2-out hitting that you mentioned is really a integral part of this offense, and we've seen this offense get hot and put up the big inning ourselves.
Yeah, and I'm excited to see Rice today. Me and you haven't seen him at home. He's had 1 home start this year, but he's put up really good numbers on the road. After Gonzalez came in relief and pitched 100 the other day, we get to finally see Rice. So excited to see what he can do. Maybe gives us something a little bit different, and it should be a good one.
Yeah, Rice brings some really good off-speed stuff. He'll bring a low 80s fastball, a change, a curve, and a slider. Some injuries to report on. Chase Scott will rest today. He's dealing with some lower body injuries, but should be back soon, and CJ is actually back.
Yeah, CJ's back, and so is Christian Wilkes after the quad tightness last game. He's going to play first, and CJ's going to play right field.
So we're excited. We're going to take you through the lineups now. First, for the Compton Coyotes, leading off and playing second, Carter. Batting second and DHing, Torres. In left and batting third, Ramos. In center, batting fourth, Guy. Batting fifth, playing first, Marroquin. Batting sixth and playing third, Gomez. Batting seventh and catching, Jackson. Batting eighth and shortstop, Avita. And batting ninth and right is Hernandez. And pitching today is Prince. And now for your Coso Coyotes. Leading off, Mr. Clutch himself, Trujillo, starting in left. Batting second and at first today is Wilkes. Batting third and at right is Johnson. Batting fourth and playing second is Encarnacion. He's going to be one of the players we focus on today. He was 2 for 6 with a double and 2 runs in the last one. And batting fifth is Bain in center today. Batting sixth is Miner at third. He's going to be our other player we're going to focus on. In his last game, he went 2 for 5 with a double and 4 ribbies. And batting seventh and DHing is Binney. Batting eighth is Dukow behind the backstop. Batting ninth is Hector at short. And pitching, like we said, is Jacob Rice. We're just a few moments away, folks, from first pitch. We're going to take you through the national anthems, and we'll talk about the pitching matchups when the game starts. You don't want to miss it. We'll be right back.
Welcome to Coyote Country. The starting lineup for your Coyotes. Leading off,
One team, one
left
goal.
fielder, number 36, Hayden Trujillo.
Coyote soccer starts right.
Batting second, first base,
just the beginning.
number 30, Christian Wilkes.
This is
Middle
where every
third,
race begins,
right fielder, number 26,
and where we push ourselves
Hayden
further
Johnson.
every day.
Batting cleanup, second baseman,
We don't just step on the
44,
court, we own it.
David Encarnacion. Hitting fifth, center fielder, number 13, Andrew Bain.
Ready for the future.
Batting sixth, the third baseman, number 8, Julian Miner.
No matter the weather.
Hitting seventh, DH, number 27, Lord Binney. Batting eighth, the catcher,
This is
number
where the
28,
work really starts.
Hey Duco.
Now we're going to take you through
Batting
player
ninth,
hitters.
shortstop, number 12, Anthony Hector.
Good morning.
Good morning, you guys. My name is David Encarnacion from Puerto Rico. I'm second base from Coso Coyotes.
Thank you. How has the season been feeling for you at the plate so far?
I'm feeling very good. That is my mindset every single game. My mindset no change. Like I wait the ball from the middle and then I'm go hit it. That is my mindset every game.
How do you adjust your approach once you've seen a pitcher for an at-bat or two?
So my approach is the same. Like I wait the ball from the middle and then I'm just hitting. I'm sitting in my back leg and then just fun the game. I'm fun at bats. Every single at bats.
Every hitter has a weakness. What is yours right now and how are you fixing it?
My weakness right now is like lefty pitchers because I have struggling with lefties like curveball, breaking balls. But that is my weakness right now.
When you were a kid, what was your favorite moment about playing baseball and do you still think about that today?
My favorite moment was when I hit a home run in a tournament in Puerto Rico and then tied the game.
What do you hope younger kids take away when they watch you play?
He need to play hard every single time. Like the game is not finished like the last out. Like the game have 27 outs, and then play hard every single game, every single inning. You just play hard.
And who has the best celebration after a hit?
My best celebration after a hit is like the hoop in second base because I like my second favorite sport is basketball.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Good morning.
Good morning. My name's Caden Trio.
Contact hitter or power hitter?
Right now I'd probably say contact.
Fastball or off speed?
Fastball.
Early count swing or work the count?
Early count.
Bat flip or act like you've been there before?
Act like you've been there before.
Pressure moment or blowout game?
Pressure moment.
Bases loaded or lead off at bat?
Bases loaded.
Hit and run or swing away?
Swing away.
Thank you.
All right, everyone. Just moments away from first pitch here. McKaylee is going to take you through the defense and the pitching matchups.
And so lining up for the defense today for the Coyotes, Trejo back in left as always. Bain's going to be in center. CJ comes back in right in the game early on Saturday. Miner's going to be back at third. Hector goes over to shortstop, so Terry's going to get a day off today. Encarnacion is playing second. Wilkes back in at first. Vinny comes back in to play catcher. Duco is going to be in that catcher. Vinny's going to be playing DH. Rice is on the mound for the Coyotes today. Jacob Rice, in 9 appearances this year, has a 2-0 record. He's pitched 26 innings and he has a 3.81 ERA with 30 strikeouts. So really good numbers from Rice. First time we're seeing him at home for Jimmy and I. He pitched early in the season. Good to see him back at home today, Jimmy. See what we can have.
Yeah, we've been excited to see him live in person. He's somebody we talk a lot to. He's a hard worker. He brings a lot of stuff, McKaylee. His off-speed stuff is his best stuff, and we're going to look for him to command the strike zone early in this one. He brings a low 80s fastball with a curve slider change. So keeping these hitters off balance is going to be really important today, and hopefully he can do it efficiently, which he's done all season long.
Yeah.
They've used him a little bit as a starter and a little bit as a reliever, but he's been really good at both. Welcome to the broadcast, folks. Coyotes versus Coyotes matchup. First pitch in there for a strike.
So up to bat for Compton, we have Jaden Carter, freshman, comes into this one batting .415 on the year. He's played 23 games.
Big lefty. Kicks and deals out of the windup. And that's popped up.
Looks like Cheese is calling it. Or Wilkes.
And Wilkes will make the catch. That's the first put out of the game.
Well, that's a great start for Rice.
3 pitches, 1 out.
It's going to bring up Jason Torres, a freshman from Los Angeles. Torres comes into this one batting .310. He's played 19 of Compton's 26 games this year.
That's upstairs and away for a ball. Here's the pitch. That missed. It's a 2-0 count.
Rice moves quick.
He does. He will step right on and fire that thing. Here comes the next pitch. And missed inside for ball 3. Let's see if he can get back into this count. Here's the pitch. It's in there for strike 1.
Rice is a redshirt sophomore from Broomfield, Colorado. He's got some experience.
It's the 3-1. And strike 2.
Pitch.
A good job by Rice getting back in this count after being down 3-0. Comes the payoff. Just missed outside. That's going to be the first base runner of the game. And a base on balls. Jacob, really competitive kid. We talk to him a lot. He's always in the gym, always in the recovery room. Works really hard for his team.
Going to bring up Carlos Ramos, freshman from Anaheim. Ramos batting .375 in 18 games played.
Great pitch there. Challenge him on the inside corner for a strike.
Ramos will be in left field today for Compton. Keep catching myself not saying for the Coyotes.
Yes, yes. We're going to go with Compton and Coso today. There's a dribbler out of play for strike 2. Coso in the Carolina blue jerseys today. Looking Fantastic. Compton in the blacks. The red letters. And it is a hot one. Good waist pitch there. Up 0-2. Looking for a strikeout or ground ball here. Here's the 1-2. And that missed even the count at 2. Comes Rice out of the stretch, deals. Just tips it.
Yeah, challenged him there. Good job by Ramos to foul that off, stay alive.
That was a great pitch.
I really like how quick Rice moves. Just right back on the mound, ready to throw his next pitch.
Here comes the 2-2.
So foul out
Another
there.
dribbler out of play. So a lot of soft contact this at bat, which is a good sign for Rice's stuff early. That's how this lefty's going to collect outs today. He does average about a strikeout an inning, so he does have a put-out pitch as well. Here's the 2-2, and that's ripped through the hole for a base hit, and Compton has first and second with 1 out.
Good job by Ramos there. Stay alive in the at-bat. Wait for your pitch. Going to bring up Corey Guy, sophomore. Corey comes into this one batting .263. He's played every game for Compton so far this season. Playing center field today.
Still looking for that ground ball. That's a fly ball. And caught
Good job by Truey.
by Truey in left. And they check out second, and he's safe. Nice job by Rice, settling back in, throwing a hittable pitch, but almost pitching a contact there to get the out.
That one looked like a weird one. I wasn't sure if Truey was going to get there, if it was going to drop with the way that Hector was running back.
Good communication from Truey in left to call him off and make the routine play.
He's going to bring up Matthew Marquin, redshirt sophomore from Garden Grove.
Good stop behind the dish by Duco.
Marquin has played in 18 games this season for Compton. He's batting .310.
So 2 on, 2 outs here in the first. Here's the pitch. And it's a ground ball, and he'll tag third for the force out in the third out. So no runs, 1 hit, no errors. We're going to head to the bottom of the first. We'll be right back.
Fine.
And McKaylee's going to take you through the defensive alignment.
Compton today, we have Ramos in left, Corey Guy in center, and Nick Hernandez in right. Devin Gomez will be at third base, Matthew Marquin at first base. Vidia and Carter will take on shortstop at second base. Nolan Jackson at catcher, and Jason Torres at DH. Pitching today for Compton is Delton Prince. Prince has pitched 16 innings for Compton this year. He's got an 0-3 record. He hasn't started every single game. He's got an 8 ERA, so we'll see what he's got today for the Coyotes. Looks like there's a lefty on the mound, so it should be a good one.
Yeah, and you know, Compton has had a tough season with only 4 wins, but they have won 2 out of 3, so seeing some improvement. And at this level, you know, you can never take any teams lightly.
And these
Coyotes have to take care of
non-conference games
business.
are huge, even though, I mean, we're in conference play now, but the overall record definitely matters in these playoff seeding and just making the playoffs overall. So
Yeah, and this will get us back to 500, which is needed to make the playoffs. So all big games probably the rest of the way,
Yeah.
which is exciting to be a fan. And these Coyotes will keep it interesting. I mean, the score lines of the last week games were insane. 16, 15, 11-9, 11-9. So ton of runs and really close games. It'd be really great to see our pitching staff can go deep in these next two. I think that's going to be really important. And even if we do have to go to the pen, let's see some more efficiency out of the back end of the bullpen.
Leading off one of the first for your Coyotes, number 34, Hayden Trujillo.
Here comes Truey, redshirt freshman from Commerce City, Colorado. He leads the Coyotes with a 4.02 average this year. We like to call him Mr. Clutch. See what he's got today. Hit the ball really hard in the last series last week. He was having some bad luck. He was going right at the outfielders a lot.
Yeah, I was going to say it dropped a little bit from when I left, but still over 400, which is incredible.
Yeah, he had a little bit of a tough week. Hard hit balls. He wasn't striking out or anything, but I think maybe a couple sacrifice fly RBIs.
That's in there to even the count at 1. So another lefty. He's got a slow windup. It's pretty slow to the plate, McKaylee. I wonder if the Coyotes are going to take advantage of that when they get on base.
Yep.
Obviously, he'll be different out of the stretch than his windup, but he is really slow to the mound, or to the plate, rather. I'm sure he's going to stay alive and fight it off. And still 1-2. Long look and delivery. Just missed on the outside corner.
Good eye.
2-2 count.
He always works at the 3-2. I was saying it this past weekend as well. He was getting the 3-2 spots.
He's a true leadoff hitter, man. That's what you want to see out of a leadoff hitter. Work a lot of pitches and work your way on base.
Yeah, he just keeps fighting it off till he gets his pitch.
And he's giving his teammates an opportunity to see what the pitcher has, taking all these pitches. So it's still 2-2. Here's the pitch. That's fouled, and that will get out of play. It will, yes. You never know with this foul territory. It's a lot of space on both lines. He steps back in, still 2-2. And he rips that to short. He takes it off a one hop, throws across the diamond, and he is safe at first. So an infield single to get the Coyotes going. Or Coso going. That's going to be tough all day.
Yeah, it's gonna be tough.
Number 30, Christian Wilkes.
Great at bat from Chewy though. Fouled off a bunch of pitches.
Excellent at bat. Excellent at bat. Can't ask for much more. 8 pitches and a single to start this game.
Just gonna bring up Christian Wilkes. Wilkes is a redshirt freshman from Las Vegas, Nevada. Only played 10 games for the Coyotes so far this year. He's batting .286.
Yeah.
Saw him work a ton of walks early in the season. Then he picked up that injury.
Yeah, he's an interesting player, McKaylee. I mean, he's one that we have targeted early on as kind of a difference maker, but he's had to deal with some injuries early on. Would love to see him get hot at the end of the season.
Yeah, it would be
if you add
huge.
him to this lineup,
It would be huge.
my goodness. Oh, here we go. Outside for ball one.
See if Chewy wants to take off like you were saying. He's got 6 steals on the year.
It's just tough because he's a lefty, but he is pretty slow to the plate, even from the stretch. That clips the outside corner for a strike. Evens the count at 1. Right side of the infield is wide open for Wilkes. There's the pitch. Big swing and a miss. Brings the count to 1-2. Not much moving from Drury at first. Here's the 1-2. It's a fly ball to center. It's deep, but I don't think it's deep enough, and it's a catch at the warning track for the first out of the inning. I've got a lot of that, just not all of it.
It's a big swing that we're talking about. We're waiting.
Yep.
It was nice to see Wilkes get back in the hit column on Friday last week. He roped one down the line, and then Saturday, of course, he had the quad tightness, had to come out early. So it just seems like every time he starts to get back on track.
Yeah, he looks like he's walking a little funny. Hopefully he's all right. Yeah, those quad hamstring injuries can definitely linger all season.
Yeah, and it's just unfortunate because every time he comes back and he starts to get going again, he's been having another setback.
Here's CJ. He's going to take strike one.
Yeah, here's CJ, sophomore from Apple Valley, California. Big week last week for CJ. 2 home run game on Friday, 6 RBIs.
He got hit with a fastball, low 90s fastball off the arm. Luckily, it was just a bone bruise. And he's picked off at first. So a really good pickoff by Prince. He's in a pickle, and they tag him out before first. No, they tagged him.
Oh, he got him?
Yeah, he got him in the back.
No, he's safe.
Oh.
I thought he got back in
No,
for sure.
no. It looked like he tagged him from my angle. We have some poles in our way, so it's a little tough sometimes. It was like right where the pole is.
I think he hit him.
Yeah, right there.
It was close.
So a good pickoff move there to get the second out. Takes the base runner off the base for CJ. CJ's a fun guy to talk to pregame. He's always fired up coming into games. And good to see he avoided a major injury like we were talking about.
Fortunate that the next pitch is a wild one. So that would have been true. He'd take it second right there.
So 1-1 count, 2 outs now. Here in the bottom of the first. Big swing and miss. Nice pitch on the outside corner. A 1-2 count.
Just seemed like every time CJ came up to the plate last week, he stepped up.
It's a good eye. Even the count at 2.
He had a solo shot, then an RBI single, then the grand slam. Then he started Saturday with another RBI single before he got hit in the hand. And honestly, I think that RBI single was after he got hit in the hand. I think he played another at-bat, hit a single, and then his hand started to swell up.
Yeah, he's just a gamer. He loves the game. And that's a ground ball to the shortstop. Pretty routine play. Fires over, and that would be the third out of the inning. So no runs, 1 hit, no errors. We're going to head to the second, 0-0. We'll be right back.
I'm still fine. I don't feel I'm lost. Am I dreaming? Is there more like us? Got me feeling like it's all too much. I feel beaten, but I can't give up.
Waking up, feeling like the thankful one. Count up my ones, lacing up my favorite ones. One of a kind, one of one, the only one. Got one shot and one chance to take it one.
Technology with compassionate, accessible care. District Regional Hospital is here for your help. Moving on to number 4, Devin
Welcome back, folks. Top second, 0-0. We got 6, 7, 8 coming up for Compton.
So that's going to bring up Devin Gomez, freshman from Bellflower.
That's outside for a ball.
Gomez comes into this one, 19 games played. He's batting .333. Does have a home run on the year. Pop that one up.
Popped up. Wilkes is under it, and it drops. A miscommunication on a pop-up. We've unfortunately seen that a few times this year. Cheese, Wilkes, and CJ all bearing down on it, and nobody took charge, and it fell right between all three of them.
Man, they're going to help out Rice on that. I mean, what is he, 2 pitches into the inning, he gets a pop-up. Coyotes defense got to make that play. They know it. So hopefully that wakes them up for the rest of this game.
So that arrow will go on the first baseman, Wilkes. And there's a pickoff.
Okay.
It will go on Wilkes, but that's generally a play you want to see the second baseman kind of take charge there. He has a better angle on it. It's a tough one. Let's see how Rice can manage.
They're looking into the sun, too.
And, of course, in that situation also, you want the outfielder really taking charge over everybody. It was a long run for CJ. Just a play you hate to see. Unfortunately, it does happen sometimes early in games.
See how Rice responds.
Here's the fun attempt. Pulled it back, and it's going to be ball 2. So 2-0 count. So Rice briefly steps off. Regathers here. Gonna need to start throwing some strikes. It's a ground ball. Cheese was headed over to second originally in a close play, but makes the play at first. He was heading over to the bag because of the base stealer, but did recover, knocked down the ball, and got the out at first.
He got caught on that on Friday or Saturday.
It was a good hit and run by Compton.
Yeah, the Eagles did a hit and run just like that. Cheese went to second, and it went right where he should have been. That was a little bit better by him.
So 1 out, runner in scoring position now for the Compton Coyotes.
It's going to bring up David Ovitia, freshman from Torrance.
That first pitch misses downstairs.
Not an everyday guy for Compton. 15 games played. He's batting .295. He's playing shortstop and batting in the 8th spot today.
A lot of righties in this lineup today with the lefty on the mound, like expected.
Nice pitch by Rice there.
That was a really nice pitch by Rice for sure. I'd like to see him get ahead on counts so he can use his junk, get some strikeouts. He just threw his hands at that one. Trejo's on it, coming in and makes the catch. His hat flies off on an easy catch in the second out of the inning.
Job by Rice. The base runner's really not even his. Could already be out of this inning. That's how he bounced back right there. Just 2 quick outs.
Yeah, he pitched to some contact.
Yeah. Going to bring up Nick Hernandez, redshirt freshman from Compton. Hernandez has played 12 games, so a smaller sample size, but he leads Compton with a .600 average. So he's been really good in those 12 games.
I'd like to imagine that.
He's got about 15 at-bats, so not
I would like to imagine he just comes in against lefties.
Yeah, more than likely.
His righty-lefty splits are probably really high. Like usual. That was called a strike on the inside corner. It was a close one. A 1-1 count, 2 outs. Man on second, top 2.
I like how this ump does this instead of the point.
For anyone who McKaylee's putting his hand up to the side because they can't see us, McKaylee. But 1-1 count.
Oh.
It's off the end of the bat.
Bain.
And it's right to Bain, and that will be the 3rd out of the inning. So Rice gets out of it. No hits, no runs, 1 error. We'll be right back to the bottom of the second.
Leading off bottom of the second for your Coyotes, number 44, David Encarnacion.
Welcome back, folks. Bottom second. 4-5-6. Coso. Encarnacion. Batting .374 on the year. 1 homer, 23 RBIs. A lot of extra base hits, 7 doubles, 5 triples. Over 500 slug percentage. He's having a great year. First pitch goes the other way and just foul. That would have been extra bases right on cue. Just lefty on lefty matchup. One they call cheese at the plate. He is one of the guys we focused on pregame as well. 2 for 6 today with 2 runs. Really productive. Missed. That's a base hit. Right up the middle. And a leadoff single. Here comes Bain.
Number 13, Andrew Payne.
Bain also having a really strong season. 373 in the year with 5 homers and 18 RBIs. He leads the team in homers, so he's tied with David Johnson. 38 hits, 102 ABs. He has run a lot of pop. He has had some really timely hits this season. See if we can get one here early in this one. Pick up. First, he does have 3 steals on the year. easiest spot for it. Retains power. Special shows bunt. Brings it back. A strike one. Big bunt attempt there. 3-0 count. Trying to draw a walk. Here's the 3-1. And that's ball 4. So first and second, no outs.
Now batting, number 8, Julian Miner.
So first and second, no outs. Here in the bottom of the second. First and second, no outs. The bottom of the second. Here's Miner. Shows bunt, lays it down. That'll be at least a sacrifice. It's going to be close at first, and he's safe. And the bases are loaded with no outs. A great bunt from Miner. And he bunts for a hit. We apologize, folks, for having some audio issues. Working on our end. Coso has something cooking here in the second. With bases juice, nobody out. And here comes the DH, Benny. Benny batting .235 on the year with 1 homer, 18 RBIs. Has a chance to add to that now. First pitch. Swung on and missed for a strike. Potential big moments here for Coso early in this one. Here's the pitch. He bends that breaking ball in there for strike 2. So Benny's down 0-2. Here's the pitch. There's another breaking ball. Drills it to center. That'll be a sac fly, and the runners will move up second to third. And it'll be the first run of the game for the Cerro Coso Coyotes. 1-0 here, bottom second. Great piece of hitting by Benny. With 2 strikes, just drives that one for the sac fly. And here comes the catcher today, Gabe Duco, batting .328 on the season. No home runs and 11 RBIs. And he's been great defensively. First and third, 1 out. Doing a good job getting to Prince here. Already at 30 pitches. There's another pickoff attempt. I'd love to see Ariotes get Rice some runs here early. So we've seen him go late in games at times. Here's the pitch. It's a ground ball to shortstop. Could be 2. Throw over to second. Over to first, and a double play. And it was a timely one for Compton. That will strand guys at the corners, but Coso does get 1. 1 run on 2 hits, no errors. We'll head to the third. We'll be right back.
innings just got rad. This inning is brought to you by Rad Custom Graphics and Apparel. We specialize in graphics, screen printing, embroidery, vehicle wraps, decals, and banners. Visit us at radcustomgraphics.com. Leading off Compton with
Welcome back, everyone. Top three, 1-0 Coso lead. And top of the order for Compton. Carter back up. Carter batting .415 on the season. No home runs, 11 RBIs. It's a 1-1 count. Comes the big lefty. Kicks and delivers. And left that one outside for ball 2. Here's the pitch. And right back up the middle. Fired that one into center for a base hit. And the leadoff man is on for Compton. Here comes the DH Torres. Torres is a freshman, batting .310 on the season. Also with no home runs. Only 30 ABs. That first pitch missed for ball 1. Pretty big lead over our first. Rice might want to check on him, and he will. Talked about it at times so far today, but Rice works really quickly on the mound. He'll take a look at the base runner, and he'll pick off again, and that was closer. He's in there safely, but good pickoff attempt there from Rice. Here's the 1-0. They show bunt, and they're going to go over to first. And not in time. There's a ball at the plate. They went for the back pick over at first and didn't get him. Good attempt, though. Duco's been great behind the plate this season. Here's the 2-0. A swing and a miss, and Duco unfortunately dropped it in the transfer. He had a great jump. He's probably going to be in there anyway. That's a stolen base. And still nobody out here in the top of the 3rd. Rice going to have to strand another guy in scoring position. They show bunt. He pops it up and just drops behind Duco. Would have been a huge out there. You never want to pop up a bunt, but it does happen sometimes. The lost art of bunting. And that will even the count at 2. And an opportunity for Rice's first K of the day. It's a ground ball. Runner will advance. Throw over to first, and that's the first out of the inning. Compton does have the tying run 90 feet away. Here comes the left fielder, Ramos. Ramos batting .375 on the season. Does have a home run. Here's the pitch with the man on third now. That's a ground ball, and that will be a run, but it will be the second out of the inning. So this game is tied with 2 outs now in the top of the 3rd. A little bit of small ball from Compton, getting that runner over. And that is how you manufacture a run, folks. Now with nobody on, 2 outs, Rice going to settle back in, go to the windup. And that first pitch in there for a strike. So Rice over 40 pitches now here in the third, so he's been really efficient so far. That's poked out to right, and CJ leaps up and makes the catch. A little bit of a misread, but makes the play. And this game's going to be tied heading to the bottom of the third. We'll be right back.
Clean up bottom of the third for your Coyotes. Number 12, Anthony Hector.
Welcome back, everyone. Welcome back, McKaylee, to the broadcast. And we have 9-1-2 coming up.
Yep, Anthony Hector up to the plate at shortstop today, hitting in the bottom of the order.
And first pitch swinging. And on the short hop, gets past the shortstop. And we'll confirm what that's ruled. That was a really hard hit. And that is a hit in the book. And the fourth for Coso.
Now batting, number 34, Caden Trujillo.
So jumped on that first pitch. And the leadoff hitter on again for Coso in this tie game. And here comes Truey. Truey 1 for 1 today. That's a ground ball, and that gets through. So 2 pitches, 2 hits, sent into left. And Coso looking to take the lead back just like that here in the bottom of the third. Here comes Wilkes, McKaylee. What an opportunity for him to get himself going here. First and second, no outs in this tie game. 2 very hittable first pitches. Wonder if that's something they're talking about in the dugout. Just go after that first pitch fastball. It's kind of like we're playing the show out there.
Here's Wilkes. He's 0 for 1.
That was a good first pitch fastball on the outside corner for strike 1.
So we got Heck at second, Truey at first. If Heck goes home on a single, Truey's definitely going first to third.
Depends where it's hit, but for sure, you would think so. If it's to the left side, probably not.
I think Heck's got some wheels too. See him turn.
We'll have to see Wilkes not try to do too much here. Just keep turning over the lineup. There's the pitch. That's downstairs for a ball. It skips away briefly, but the runners won't advance.
Looks like it hit the catcher's hand.
It's a 2-1 count, and that's going to sting.
Yeah, he was shaking his hand off.
You see a lot of catchers nowadays leave that hand in front of them, like on their thigh, which I've always thought was a weird move because it opens up that from happening.
I think he honestly also might have used his hand to stop the ball, like just out of instinct.
Oof, well, you
Once it went to
definitely
the
don't want to
dirt,
do that.
Yeah, I think it hit the dirt, and he just like instinct put both his hands out.
When I grew up, I always was taught to put that right hand behind me. But catchers are tough. He'll be good to go. 2-1 count, nobody out. First and second for Coso. This 1-1 game. This non-conference matchup here from Ridgecrest. It's another beautiful day for baseball. And here's the pitch. And popped up to right.
It's going to be a tough play in the sun.
We'll tag up second to third. And that will be all. So first and third with one out. That's a productive out for Wilkes. At least he moves up Hector to third. And the go-ahead run is now 90 feet away. Here comes CJ.
Taking a lot of time.
Yeah, they're setting up their defense, look like. With men on the corner, one out. CJ is over one today. And they're going to check on Truey again. He did get picked off already once today. Wouldn't be a surprise if he tries to steal second here.
They don't want a double play.
They want a double play, and maybe they throw it into the outfield and I'll score a run. Double steal could even be on. It's a tough play for the defense. They should have some play set up already, just in case that does happen. CJ's up 1-0. He's the type of hitter you really don't want to fall behind. So he can make you pay. And he will fall behind him, 2-0. So CJ's going to be really searching for that fastball here. I'm looking to drive one. He's tied for the team lead on home runs this season with 5.
2 coming in one game on Friday.
He's been getting hotter and hotter at the plate, no doubt about it. There's another pickoff.
I asked him pregame if he had another grand slam in him. He said, if I get the opportunity, maybe. So this isn't bases loaded, but 3-run shot would be
We'll take
nice
a 3-run
too.
shot for sure.
Arm sleeve's still on as of right now.
And it is very hot out today, so I doubt it makes all 9. There's the pitch. Way outside for ball 3.
I wouldn't want to pitch to him either.
But with Bain up next, I don't think that's the guy you want to get to with bases loaded. That's the beauty of having hot hitters in the middle of the lineup. They protect each other. You really can't put anybody on.
Is it Bain or Cheese next?
Oh, you're right. It is Cheese, but
Either
hey,
way.
just as good. Either way.
Jesus.
And he was taken all the way, and that's in there for a strike. Now, he definitely wants to face Cheese over Bain just because he's a lefty. What? 3-1 count. Hitter count. Men in the corners. 1 out. And the pitch. He's going. He got a great jump. Oh, and a little bit of contact.
Is that going to be interference?
I don't think that's interference.
Oh, it was ball 4.
Because it was ball 4. And that will load the bases with one out. So a walk. Here comes the one they call Cheese. The bases loaded, one out. Bain on deck. So first big moment in this one.
Cheese is 1 for 1. Got the inning started in the second.
Really good eye there to lay off that pitch. That's been a pitch he's gone after at times this season. He likes the high fastball. I can't blame him. It's a tough pitch to lay off, but he did there. Here comes the 1-0. Ooh, brushed him off. Credit to him, he stayed in that box. 2-0 count. Anything to the outfield here could do some major damage. CJ has a humongous secondary lead at first.
We know Truey's got speed at second.
You got to think a base hit scoring at least 2.
Hector's at third. Hector's at third, and then Truey at second, CJ first. So we're
2-1 count, 1 out.
Yeah, we start in the bottom of the lineup this inning.
Here's the pitch. Oh. That was low and outside, but got the corner, and they'll even the count at 2. It's a big call. Would have made the count 3-1. I looked a little bit out of the strike zone. Here's the pitch. Got him swinging. He was out ahead of that one.
Fastball, yeah.
And swung out of his shoes a little bit, and that's the second out of the inning.
Looked like he knew like halfway through his swing that he was missing that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, just a misread. And here comes Bain. So Bain tied for the most home runs on the team with CJ with 5. And what a time it would be for his 6th. With bases loaded here, 2 outs in the third. And right back up the middle. And that will score 1. They're going to send them both. We're going to have a play at the plate, and he cuts it off, and 2 runners score. And Coso takes an early 3-1 lead. And that will go in the book as a 2 RBI single.
Nice call by Johnny McHenry at third to send him there from the bobble by the second baseman sliding down trying to make the play.
Yeah, absolutely. A great send by the third base coach.
It's more 2-out hitting, Jimmy, like we talked about pregame. 2-out hitting. Just
every game.
Here's Minor. He stepped up a few times with 2 outs in the last series, so it's 1 for 1 today already.
Well, there's a step off. It was a good attempt by the second baseman. He knocked it down, but while knocking it down, he just lost it for a second.
I think Truey was going to be safe at home either way, but I'm not sure why Prince decided to cut that off.
Yeah, I think so too. If he doesn't have that bobble, he definitely wouldn't have scored. He wouldn't even got sent. So it's an interesting one to score for sure.
You think the cutoff by the pitcher maybe just to make sure the other runners don't advance as well?
Yeah. Yeah, that's a read by the pitcher, and he decided to cut it off.
Yeah.
I mean, he was definitely going to be safe, it seemed.
Yeah, I agree.
0-1 count, 2 outs. 2 runners have scored, first and second. Here's Minor. A big swing and a miss for strike 2. Minor looking for his second hit already. There's credit to Bain, not trying to do too much with that pitch. Just hit it right back up the middle.
He jumped on it first pitch, too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so 3 hits this inning, first pitch. Good call. And even with that, they're doing a decent job working counts for the other hitters.
Prinz is approaching 50 pitches now. He's sitting at 48.
I mean, all in all, that's pretty efficient.
Mm-hmm. Considering he had bases loaded the last 2 innings as well.
And here's the 1-2 from the lefty. Nice job by Miner. Fighting that off and staying alive with 2 strikes. Really want to work this count. Follow off the pitches you don't like and wait for your pitch. And hopefully continue to build this lead for starting pitcher Rice. He's only given up 2 hits with 1 run. Follow that off, stayed alive. Good job by Miner. A lot of high pressure pitches so far from Prince. I'm sure he's getting tired. With a lot of guys on base in the heat.
Yeah, I was going to say,
he's
you don't
working
wanna
hard
be out there for a long inning.
Exactly.
In the heat. He's probably dying.
Yep. Something that doesn't get talked about a lot. There's a pickoff. He does have a good pickoff move. You got to give it to him.
Unfortunately for Compton, they're in black jerseys today as well.
So 3-1, bottom third. First and second, 2 outs. Two strikes on Miner. Here's the pitch in the dirt. Good stop. Now even the count at 2. Jackson's been active back there. He's had to do that a few times today.
Long at bat from Miner. See if he can get his pitch.
At 2 outs, base hit will probably score the runner. It's CJ over at second. Huge secondary lead, too. That's a fly ball. Plenty of time. And left fielder makes the catch with these. That's a 3rd out of the inning, but 2 runs scored for Coso on 3 hits. We'll be right back, 3-1. Coso with the lead.
After 3 complete, it is 3-1 your Coyotes. This inning is brought to you by PPS Manufacturing. While they draw up plays, we draw up plans at PPS Manufacturing. Call 760-495-2238 for all your engineering and fabrication projects needed. Leading off number 34, Matthew Morrison.
Welcome back, folks. All right, top 4, 3-1 with Coso lead. Rice still on the mound. And first pitch breaking ball and a beauty.
Merrick up for Compton. He's 0 for 1 today.
That's lown away for a ball. Here's the pitch. Also lown away for ball 2. Only 2 hits given up from Rice so far. And 1 earned run in 3 innings. And that's ripped back up the middle for a leadoff base hit. So Compton has gotten a few leadoff hitters on today against Rice.
Number 4, Devin Gilmore.
He's going to bring up Devin Gomez. He's 0 for 1 today. Playing third base. We will see if Merriquin moves it all at first.
That's low and inside for ball one. And we're currently seeing a lot of hot dogs coming out, and I think it might be that time for us to gab one. That's ripped into left. That's going to be trouble. That's down, and it's going to bounce all the way to the wall. He's having trouble with it, and they're going to put up the stop sign. So with nobody out here in the top of the fourth, Compton with runners on second and third. He jumped on that one.
Yeah, it was a really nice piece of hitting from Lopez. I honestly wish they did send him home. I think Cheese would have gunned him down.
Me too.
But
We haven't had many plays at the plate.
no. There was one the other day for us, actually. CJ coming home. He decided not to slide. And if he slid, he probably would have gone under to the tag. But he ended up just like kind of running through it, and they tagged him. It's probably the first play at the plate I've seen all year.
Ooh, first pitch breaking ball. Looked like it slipped out of his hand a little bit.
CJ
Left
ended up
upstairs.
hitting 2 home runs after that, though, so it didn't really matter. It's going to bring up Nolan Jackson. He's 0 for 1 today as well. Big spot for Compton. Second and third, no out.
And infield's going to be in on the corners, so any ground ball, that'll probably go home.
See Rice just be aggressive. When he's been aggressive, I feel like he's hitting his pitches.
He has been falling behind early in counts a little bit, more often than you'd like to see. His key is really going to be staying ahead because he can use that big hook with 2 strikes. But he is starting to pitch backwards a little bit, and you're seeing a lot of breaking balls early in counts now. Now it's 1 and 2 count. And he's definitely got some good stuff. That curveball looks deadly from here. Here's the 1-2. And it's a ground ball chopper. No play at the plate, but they'll go over to first, get the out, and back across the diamond to third. A risky throw and a nice play by Hector to stop that one. So they'll take the out. But Compton does score their second run of the game, and it's 3-2.
Yeah, I know the play is definitely at first there.
It would have been close. It would have been close.
I think he could have had him, but
I don't know.
Is it worth the risk?
I think it was the right move getting the out.
Yeah.
But now there's a guy on third. Smart base running by Compton, going first and third there. Soft ground ball out of play for strike one. Rice still looking for his first strikeout, and it would be a great time for it. And here's the pitch. And another soft ground ball.
This one.
And he's going to go home with this one. He skips it in. Wasn't the best throw from Minor. He had to throw around the base runner, which is always difficult, but just skipped it in. I bet Duco lost it. That's a really hard play from that angle. And that's going to be Coso's second error. That will go on Minor, a throwing error. And this game's tied. Rice made the pitch. Got 2 soft ground balls. And here's a bunt and another pop-up. Look out.
Yeah, another play I think Minor would have probably had him at home. Like you said, it's tough to throw around the
It's
base
a
runner.
really tough angle.
But, like, in terms of timing, like, if he throws an accurate throw, I think they have him there.
It's like, is it even possible? If you throw that accurate, it probably hits the guy in the back.
Yeah.
Almost new. But let's see if Rice can work his way out of this one. He would love a double play. Pitch count rising on him a little bit here. They're going to show a bunt again. He drops that curve in there for a strike. Great pitch.
So Nick Hernandez, he's 0 for 1. 0-2 count now.
Here's the 0-2. Left that outside. So showing bunt with 2 strikes.
Interesting.
Don't know if I love that decision. Well, we'll see how it works out.
Yeah, very questionable.
And for anyone that doesn't know, if you fall off a bunt attempt with 2 strikes, it's actually a strikeout. So And he's swinging now, and he pops that one out of play.
Heads up.
Hopefully it doesn't hit one of my players. It doesn't. So 1-2 count, 1 out. Man on first. 2 runners have scored to tie this one here in the top of the 4th. There's a pickoff attempt just to keep him close. Be a really good time for his first strikeout. Get some confidence back. Here's the 1-2. Just left that one outside. 2-2 count. Here's the pitch. Fouled out of play. Nice job by Hernandez working this count, staying alive. These are going to be an important couple outs here for Rice if he wants to go deeper in this game, it feels like. No action in the bullpen yet. There's a fly ball to center. Bain's got plenty of time and makes the catch for the second out of the inning. A good pitch by Rice there. It seems like that's his game. He's just going to trust his stuff and pitch to outs. A lot of soft contact so far. But with that, have to trust the defense behind you. 2 errors early. Here's the pitch. That just missed for a ball.
He has 30 strikeouts in 26 innings pitched.
Yeah.
So it's about a strikeout an inning at most, like really, you know.
Yeah, man, that's good.
Yeah.
So credit to Compton for putting the ball into play and working some counts. Like we've said, they had a better week, probably their best week of the season last week. So catching them almost at a wrong time. 2-0 count and a pickoff attempt. But a lot of baseball to go here in the top of the 4th. 3-3 game. Rice misses that one to fall behind 3-0. For one of the first times today, it looks like he's going to take a breath, step off, and get back on. Here's 3-0, and he clipped the inside corner. Great 3-0 pitch. Not much you could do about that one.
He's been hitting that pitch.
He's worked out of some 3-0s. See if he can continue to do it. He's stealing. That's going to be a ball 4. I think it would be a good time for a mound visit, McKaylee. To settle your pitcher down a little bit.
Just going to bring in Jaden Carter. 1 for 2 today.
First and second, 2 outs. Still in the 4th. 2 runners have already scored this inning. That missed inside and low for ball 1.
Yeah, so like you were saying, just behind in the count again. Having to battle back every at-bat. It's definitely got to be draining.
Not sure where that one missed. That's going to be ball 2. Maybe it was high. It's always hard, folks. We are from behind here, but here's the pitch. He pokes that to right. CJ tracking it, and he will make the catch, and that's the 3rd out of the inning. But Compton does some damage, scores 2 runs, and this game's tied at 3, heading to the bottom of the 4th. We'll be right back.
leadoff bottom of the fourth for your Coyotes, number 27, Lauren Penny.
Welcome back, everyone. 7-8-9 coming up for the Yotes. Got to take back this lead. We're tied up at 3, bottom 4. Here's the pitch. Left it upstairs. Went with the breaking ball first pitch for a ball. It's been a good one so far. Here's the 1-0. Benny rolls it foul. Benny has a sac fly in this game. And that's upstairs for a ball. So 2-1 count. Nobody out. Here's the pitch. Swung on and missed. Looks like he tipped it, actually. So 2-2 count. Prince at 56 pitches here in the bottom of the fourth in this hot baseball game. We'll see how long they stay with him. Here's the 2-2. Benny puts his hands on it, and it's going to be a fly out to the warning track. Just missed it, threw his hands at it. I think jumped off the bat, considering.
You didn't even really hear it.
Yeah.
Much louder.
I think those are ones, with 2 strikes, you're just kind of protecting. And it just jumped off the bat, and a warning track fly out for the first out.
Here's Duco. He's 0 for 1. Grounded out into a double play in the bottom of the second.
They're going to check on him. No chance he went. That's a ball. 1-0 count. And that one missed for a ball. So 2-0 count. And better approach here for Coso. This is definitely that part of the game where you want to work these counts. Compton's bullpen has struggled this season. That's upstairs for a ball. A 3-0 count to Duco. Prince did not like that call. He's going to take a long walk. He definitely pitches with some fire. Here comes the lefty. And missed by a lot, and that will walk him on 4 pitches. And with 1 out, Coso's got a man on first.
Let's see what Hector can do here at the bottom of the order. We're going to go talk to him. Have a quick mound visit. 4-pitch walk, probably a good idea.
Yeah, I like this for the catcher. I got to say, we don't see this often from us, and I would like to see more of that from our catchers. There was a few times last inning that I thought it would be a great time just to let him slow down and take a breath. And that would be their first mound visit. Hector looking to flip this lineup around. In a big spot here in the bottom of the fourth in this tie game. The top of the order has been red hot for over a month now, really. And that's ripped down the line. That'll be an extra base hit.
He's been on fire.
Duco's going to go to third, and Hector's going to leg out a double. He does. So second and third with 1 out.
Let's go, Hector.
Great piece of hitting there. Right down the line. And
So
look who it is.
I believe, now that I'm thinking of it, I believe Hector is a switch hitter because he hit his doubles in last series down the right field line. At the same type of swing, so.
There you go.
Switch hitter at the bottom of the order. Delivers, and now we're back to Truey.
It's a big at-bat. This could be a big inning here for Coso. Here's the pitch. Outside for a ball. This umpire has a tight strike zone, but I think it's been pretty good overall so far today. That was an example of it. We've seen that pitch called a lot this season. It does look like a ball from our angle. Here's the 1-0, 1 out. 2 men on. And that's upstairs for a ball.
There's no one else had one up. You just know Truey's going to work the count.
Yep,
He's gonna wait
Prince
for his
is
pitch.
starting to look tired. Nobody going in their bullpen. And we're going to have
They're going to meet with him.
another mound visit, unless somebody was going this whole time, because somebody is standing in the bullpen. We could have missed it. And if so, I apologize, folks. But he didn't
They didn't have
symbol
a
to the
visit with-
bullpen.
yeah, they didn't have a visit with the coach yet. So
Yes.
it looks like they are going to make a change.
I don't know. I truly don't know. He didn't make any sign to the bullpen. But guys are loosening up over there. Yeah, it looks
Might
like
just be having a talk.
this is just going to be a talk to get the bullpen going and give them some time. I mean, it's a big spot in this game. With the way Coso hits the ball, they can really jump out to a lead here. Seems like this visit's going on a little longer than it's typically allowed.
I think that's why the ump just went up.
Yeah.
He's like, let's get it going now here, boys.
Long mound visit.
Yeah, first mound visit for Compton. So I believe if they go and talk to him again, it's going to have to be the end of the day for Prince.
So 2 up in the bullpen now for Compton.
2-0 count to Truey.
Still a 3-3 game. 2 runners in scoring position. Great 2-0 pitch there, so the visit pays off. Drury is a pure gaps hitter. His power alley is left center. See if he can hit it here. That's way outside for a ball.
His plate discipline has just been so good. Even the other day when he had worse offensive performances than we're used to, he was still getting his pitch. He was just driving it right at the defense, unfortunately.
It does seem like he can play at a higher level. Hopefully he does, using the JUCO route. That's what we hope for all of our student athletes, to move on up to a 4-year school. That was a tight call.
Yeah, it was a tough one.
In for a strike to make it a 3-1 count.
It's going to be hard for us to see that one as well.
And here's the pitch.
Ripped
And that's a
done it.
base hit. They'll score at least one. They're going to hold the second runner at third. And Coso retakes the lead 4-3 with men on the corners and 1 out. This kid just hits and hits and hits, especially with men on base.
Yeah, great at bat. Started 2-0, went to 2-1, 3-1, full count.
How many RBIs does he have as the leadoff hitter? I'm sure it's really high.
29.
Yeah, so,
Leads Coso.
he leads the team in RBIs as the leadoff hitter. That's insanity. Because you got to think, at least 1 at bat a game, you don't have anybody on.
See what Wilkes can do here. He's 0 for 1, or 0 for 2, I believe.
Yeah, another big spot for Wilkes. Made good contact last time and moved the guy over, and that's going to be into the gap.
That's what we've been waiting for. They're going to.
This could score 2. Trujillo on his horse, and he trips. He stumbled at third. And then a missed opportunity for Coso to get that second run in. Hopefully he's okay, though. Hopefully he didn't twist an ankle. And they're going to check on him, it looks like. Looked like he was trying to put on the afterburners and just tripped over the base. But Wilkes with an RBI double. So now we have second and third. Still 1 out. And it's 5-3, Coso with the lead.
I think Truey's going to be okay. He hopped right up.
That was an awkward play,
I think
for
he
sure.
banged his knee down. He probably just hit it on the ground. I don't think it was a Hopefully he didn't twist anything.
Tough break, but still an RBI double. And it's great to see Wilkes get on the board.
Yeah, great to see Wilkes. Nice double.
Here comes CJ.
Especially because I feel like Wilkes had 2 good at-bats to start the game.
Yeah, for sure.
You know, maybe it worked out for us. Maybe Truey wasn't going to make it home.
I don't think so, bud.
I think it was smart for them to hold him once he tripped.
Oh, yeah, for sure. It hit that to the perfect spot. I think he was going to score by a mile. But it's okay. Still 90 feet away. Still 1 out. And CJ has a 2-0 count. Base hit should score 2 here. And a breaking ball in the inside corner called for a strike. That was close. And that's downstairs for a ball. Looks like we're having a little bit of technical problems here in the park. But Shea Scott is on it. Here's the pitch. Fouled out of play down the first base line. Just gets past the dugout into the bullpen. Long set. And here's the delivery, and that is ball 4. So that will load the bases. A 4-pitch walk from CJ. Still 1 out. And like we've talked about in the beginning of this inning, a chance for a big one. And here comes Encarnacion with bases loaded. We're going to stay with him. With the lefty up to plate, they're going to stick with the lefty. This probably will be his last hitter. It's a good first pitch in the outside corner for a strike. 1 hit away here from opening things up, McKaylee.
Yeah, Jesus, good guy to have up on the plate. Second on the Coyotes in average. He already has a single today.
And we got Bain on deck. Here's the pitch. Chase that one out of the zone for strike 2. Big reaction from the pitcher there.
I see something in the gap.
Might have to fight off a few pitches here after chasing that one.
Yeah.
He's having a little bit of problem picking it up. Just common for lefties against lefties. And he'll poke that one. That one will be caught in left, but it's going to be another sacrifice and another run for the Yotes. 6-3 now. A nice job by Cheese with 2 strikes. Not trying to do too much and gets that run in.
Yeah. Great job by Cheese on the sacrifice fly. Truly looked pretty good there on that run home, I would say. And here comes Bain, who already has an RBI single today. 2 RBI singles?
Yeah. I thought that was going to drop for a second.
So did I.
It's
Out
a
the
long
bat,
run.
Kind of looked, yeah.
3 runners have scored now this inning. And we are going to have our first pitching change of the day. So that will do it for the starter, Prince. And we'll be right back. Coso with the 6-3 lead.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for Compton, number 17, Diego Gallo.
And welcome back, everyone. And we have our first pitching change.
Yeah, so Diego Gallegos is going to come in, the sophomore from Carson. He has a 7 ERA, 9 innings pitched this year, so hasn't been used a ton through 26 games. Or 26.
That first pitch was in there for a strike. So Bain looking to continue this inning with first and second. 3 runners have scored and 2 outs. And missed outside. So 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. Ooh, upstairs.
I think he clipped the catcher's
Looked like
hand.
he hit the catcher.
Yep.
That'll make it a 1-2 count.
Is that kind of on the catcher?
I don't. Yeah, they're not going to call that on the backswing, really, unless it was egregious.
That hurts.
Yeah, he's had a rough day behind the plate for sure. He's getting beat up a little bit, and it's hot. Yeah, now if the bat clipped the glove on the
way
swing on the way through, that would be catcher interference. But on the backswing,
That was on his snapback.
yeah,
Got it.
which happens depending what kind of swing you have. I actually did that quite a few times.
It's a big cut from Bain, too.
He tried to send that to the moon, no doubt about it. So 1-2 count, 2 outs. Here in the bottom of the 4th. And the pitch, and swung on and missed. Good breaking ball to get him. Looked like a slider. But the damage has been done for Coso. 3 runs on 3 hits, no errors. We're heading to the 5th, 6-3. Coso with the lead.
After the was completed, 6-3, your Coyotes. This inning is brought to you by TNT Alignment, where precision meets performance from engine to engine with got you covered.
Take cheese out for Dax.
And welcome back. 3-4-5 coming up for Compton. They're going to show bunt. It's in there for a strike.
And we have a defensive substitution for the Coyotes. Cheese's day is done at second, and Dax Patton is going to come in.
So we'll try to find out if that's injury related. Hopefully it's not. Rice quickly up 0-2. This is a big inning for Rice. He's approaching 70 pitches. He needs to complete 5 in the lead, with the lead, to get the win. So we'd love to see him cruise through this inning. And maybe even throw a 6th inning would be really nice to get that quality start. But long way to go. Still no strikeouts. Just missed that one. So 2-2 count. Skip that one in there for ball 3.
I don't really see how it could be injury related. I mean, he had a sac fly his last at bat. Unless it was on his run to first, but
And you just never know. Did take some hard swings. Here's the payoff pitch, and he walked him. Now another leadoff hitter gets on for Compton. That's the 3rd time today. Rice would really, really love a double play here. That pitch count getting up there. I don't see any action in the Coso bullpen yet.
here's Corey Guy. He's 0 for 2 today.
And that's in there for a first pitch strike. Looked like Rice there was up 0-2 and then lost him looking for that strikeout. I would have liked to see him just let him hit. They haven't hit you hard yet. I mean, they had 4 hits, 3 runs, but a lot of soft contact, a few errors.
Yeah.
Seeing eye singles.
The leadoff base runner is because of the walk for the most part so far. Rice has 3 walks so far. And
He's stealing. They got a chance at him. Throw in the tag, and he's out at second.
what a play by Duco.
Great throw by Duco, and no chance
And it's not a
at
hard
second.
throw either. I mean, it wasn't interference by Corey Guy, the batter at all, but you had to throw around him.
A big first out of the inning. And here's the 0-2. Ground ball to short. Pretty routine. Throws it over to first, and that's the 2nd out of the inning. Just what Rice needed. Defense having his back.
Yeah, for the weekend series, Jimmy, we saw 2 Mount St. Jack players step in front of either, I believe it was Benny, on stolen bases, and they called interference both times.
Wow. You don't see that a lot. First pitch curveball in there for a strike.
A lot of them were like strike 3 calls, or I think both of them were strike 3 calls, and the player just like walked across the plate thinking, to go to the dugout, and they went right in his way.
That just missed for a ball. So this is going to be his 80th pitch. They're in the top of the 5th with 2 outs. Would love to see him get out of here quickly. And he goes the other way with it. That might drop. CJ's on it. Couldn't make the catch. And he's having trouble out there. That could be extra bases, and it will be. They're going to hold him at second.
He definitely could have had a third there.
I'm surprised they held him. Definitely had a chance at it. But I guess down 3, you don't want to run into the 3rd out.
It was a really close play. CJ almost had that.
That was a really close play. I assume that's going to go in the book as a hit.
Hopefully he's okay out there and right.
That's a play. Just knowing him and the competitor he is, I bet he wants to have back, but it was a tough one. So now a man on second with 2 outs.
And here's Devin Gomez. He's 1 for 2.
Over 80 pitches now for Rice. Really want to see this kid get out of at least the 5th. so he can be in line for the win.
See, he's okay. He's 2 outs. Just got to focus up right here against Gomez.
Yeah, I don't see anybody in the bullpen, so they're definitely sticking with him. He left that one upstairs for a ball. Comes the 1-1. And popped up mile high in the air. And it will be the 3rd out of the inning. So Rice gets out of it with no damage done. Coyotes have a 3-run lead headed to the bottom of the 5th. We'll be right back.
Bring up for the Coyotes, number 8, Julian Binder.
6, 7, 8 coming up for Coso. We have a pitching correction.
Yeah, so Joshua Bronson is on the mound, a freshman for Compton. He's pitched 9 innings. He's got a 14 ERA, so small sample size, but again, not the best number. So we'll see if the Coyotes can add to their lead here and jump on.
He was the guy that came in last inning in relief. We thought it was Gallegos. Had the number wrong. We apologize. That first pitch was in there for a strike. It looks like he's got some pretty decent stuff. It's a pretty hard fastball, and that first pitch breaking ball looked like it had a lot of movement. Let's see if Coso can adjust to the righty. Minder's quickly down 0-2. Here's the pitch. And skip that one in there for a ball.
Bronson's averaging about a walk an inning, so I think if the Coyotes can work the count, get a lot of pitches that they like.
Somebody is going in the Coso bullpen. There's the 1-2. Miner pokes it to center, but right at him. It's going to be a routine first out on a fly out to center. And here comes the DH Benny.
Number 27, Lauren Binney.
Benny's 0 for 1, but he also has a sac fly RBI. Got the Coyotes started in the bottom of the 2nd.
That's going to be inside for a ball. Throwing a lot of first pitch breaking balls. Something to keep in mind. Here comes the righty. Deals. And bidding with the inside out swing. That might drop. It does, but it drops foul for strike 1. Would love to know the velo on that fastball. Looks like it's coming in pretty hard. was really late on that one. So starting the hitters off with the off speed, then fastball, second pitch so far, every hitter. Here's the 1-1. Another off speed pitch, but missed upstairs for ball 2. I'd definitely like to see Coso get some more runs. They've had problems late in games holding off opposing offenses. Benny follows that out of play for strike 2. It's about at the halfway mark of this game. Comes the 2-2. Ripped back up the middle, and that's a base hit for Benny. A 1-out single.
Great piece of hitting by Benny. Here's Duco. Duco's 0 for 1, but he also worked a 4-pitch walk last at bat.
That's Coso's 10th hit of the game here in the 5th.
I just want to keep working the count. Bronson's a little wild at times. Shown that this season for Compton.
No home runs yet. Duco, ground ball to short. Good thing they were running.
Yep.
Because they're only going to get the out at first. It would have been a double play if they didn't have the steal on and the hit and run on. Well, nice job by the Coyotes coaching staff to save that double play. Now we have a runner in scoring position and 2 outs.
Number 12, Anthony Hector.
This is a spot where Coso's been so good all year with 2 outs and runners in scoring position.
And here's Hector. He's 2 for 2 today already in the 9 spot.
Yeah, you called it. He is a switch hitter. Batting from the left now. 9-hole hitter being a switch hitter is definitely a cheat code.
A lot of we haven't picked that up already this season. Just came to me.
You know, I don't know. We're not perfect. It's the first time in the booth for us, but we're definitely learning. There's a huge gap in the right side of the infield with the shift on. That's inside for a strike. Nice pitch. Hector didn't like it. The way this game's been going, it doesn't feel like this lead is going to be safe here. I love a base hit. There's the 1-1, and it's a pickoff, nobody home. Compton really worried about Benny at second. They understand this is a big run. Here's the 1-1. Way outside for ball 2. Looks like he's losing control of that breaking ball a little bit now. You don't want to walk Hector to get to Truey. So the pitch goes the other way with
Might
it.
drop fair.
That might drop. It does,
Yeah.
and it's fair. About a foot inside the line. I know they said it was foul.
It was really close.
Oh, my goodness.
It was close. I honestly, on first thought, I thought it was foul, but we have a really bad angle. But
We have a terrible angle, but I could have sworn that fell fair. I apologize. That's a foul. Long strike 2. I can't see on the replay. It's really hard to see. I'm watching it back live for you folks. Oh my goodness! It missed by an inch.
But it was the right
Wow.
call.
Let's check the chalk. I don't know.
it was
Really close. All right, we'll do it again. 2-2 count, 2 outs.
the kind of ball you wish we had 3-man umpire crew, so we had
I
someone
know.
right on that line. over
Honestly,
there.
I was watching third base coach, and he was waving them in. So I was like, all right, here we go. 3-2 count, 2 outs, payoff pitch. Coyotes still with a 3-run lead. Looking to add to it.
He's running, right?
And that is launched into the gap. But that will be the 3rd out of the inning. And Coso strand one in scoring position, but 6-3 headed to the 6th. We'll be right back.
After 5 complete, it is 6-3 your Coyotes. This inning is brought to you by TJ Frisbee Bicycle. TJ Frisbee Bicycle has been serving others to champions since 1972. Number 3, Owen Jackson.
7-8-9 coming up for Compton. And Jacob Rice back in the game, which is great to see. If he gets out of this unscathed, he'll have the quality start and still be in line for the win. So Rice doing exactly what Coso needed today. Let's see if we can hold him right here in the 6th. This pitch count is up there at 84 pitches, so we'd like to imagine this is going to be his last inning regardless. And that is a soft ground ball. The shortstop throws over to first, and that's an easy first out of the inning. So 2 pitches, 1 out for Rice. And a routine play by Hector at short. And here comes David Avita, the shortstop. It is 0 for 2 with an RBI today. Here's the pitch. In there for a strike. So Rice has settled in really nicely. Starting to throw a lot more first pitch strikes. And that's hooked to left. Trujillo got a great jump on it and makes the over-the-shoulder catch for out number 2. And 4 pitches, 2 outs for Jacob Rice. So I stand corrected, folks. I thought for sure this would be his last inning. Maybe not now. Maybe not. That's 87 pitches. So if he gets another quick one, we could see him come out in the 7th. Absolutely massive. And he's done a great job pitching to contact today and getting a lot of outs. He's got no case. Just trusting his stuff. That's outside, 2-0. And Nick Hernandez is the right fielder batting in the 9 hole, is 0 for 2 today. That's a beautiful 2-0 pitch in the outside corner for a strike. There's the 2-1. And in there for strike 2, I think the ump thought there were 2 strikes already because he punched him out. But that is only strike 2, Blue. Yeah, yeah. Or the people in the box are saying next to me that he really loved that strike 2 call. Maybe, yeah. That is, it's It's a hot day out there, folks. Here's the 2-2. Just missed him. It looked like it went off of Gabe's catcher's mitt. A little bit of a cross-up situation, probably. So 3-2 count, 2 outs. Rice, this will be his 93rd pitch. And if he gets this out, he'll officially have the quality start, which is 6 innings and 3 or less runs given up. And that's a fly ball. CJ's under it, and that's the 3rd out of the inning. Great inning from Jacob Rice. And your Coyotes lead 6-3 ahead to the bottom of the 6th.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for Compton, number 29, Jonathan Andrade. Leading off for your Coyotes in the bottom of the 6, number 34, Hayden Trujillo.
Welcome back, folks. Coso at the top of the order coming up. 1, 2, 3. We also have a pitching change for Compton. We got number 29, Jonathan Andre, with a 27 ERA. Not much of a sample size, only 2 innings pitched this season. And Trujillo, good eye, takes ball 1. Drewy, 3 for 3 again today with an RBI. So looking for his 4th hit of the game. Another lefty for Compton. That's upstairs for a ball, 2-0. Here's the pitch. Ooh, and it clips the inside corner for a strike 1. That looked like it was inside under his hands. That was a close one. Changes the at-bat a little bit here for True. And that's a fly ball to right. And that will be the first out of the inning. Looks like he went after a similar pitch to the pitch prior. And they come to fly out on the inside-out swing. Here comes Wilkes. He's 1 for 3 with a ribby today. Still 6-3. Coso with the lead here, bottom 6. I'd love to see some insurance runs. Some more insurance runs. That's inside and downstairs for a ball. It's great to see Wilkes back and healthy and helping this lineup. Looking for a second hit of the day. I almost hit him. That's going to be ball 2. Wilkes has a big swing. You might see it on display here, 2-0. You do, and he swung through it. So, went back to that inside pitch. He's been fooling a few of the Oties with it to start this inning. It was a good pitch, 2-0. Here it comes. Fouled that one off his foot to even the count at 2. So he's going after the inside corner now after getting that strike call, it looks like. It looks like maybe a slider coming back to the righty's hands. No, tough pitch to hit, no doubt about it. And here comes the 2-2 with 1 out, nobody on. It's driven to center. That's got a chance to get down. It will not. It's a great jump in center field for Guy, and that'll be the second out of the inning. And here comes Caden Johnson now. 0 for 1 today with a couple walks. Here's the pitch. Looks like he was taking that one all the way, and that's going to be ball 1. CJ still in search for his first hit of the day. He has had a productive day in the box with a few walks. That one clips the outside corner for strike 1. The middle of this order has been hot. Low and inside as well for ball 2. 2-1 count. So Andrade is really going after that inside corner on these righties. We'll see if he'll miss one over the plate for CJ. Here's the pitch. A big swing and a miss for strike 2. He liked that one. Just swung over top of it. 2-2 count, 2 outs, no one on, bottom 6. Still 6-3. Your Coyotes with the lead. And here's the pitch. Breaking ball. It stayed upstairs, and that's ball 3. It's tough for me to tell, folks, but I don't see any action in the bullpen still. And Bryce with 93 pitches. But we'll see what they do. Here comes the payoff pitch. And that's inside for another walk for CJ's 3rd of the game. Nice job by CJ passing the bat here. Here comes Dax Patton for his first AB of the day. And let's see if the Coyotes can continue their 2-out hitting and with another 2-out rally, because that's just what they do best. Something to watch here, these pitches in the dirt, which he's thrown quite a few. Anything that trickles away might move up CJ into scoring position. And that fourth run of insurance is always important. Not much of a lead from CJ. The lefty sets and deals and popped up. Just got under that one. That's going to be a routine third out of the inning. So we're going to head to the seventh, still 6-3 with the Coso lead. We'll be right back, folks.
After 6 complete, score 6-3, your Coyotes. This inning is brought to you by Gary Charlon at State Farm. Contact Gary Charlon at State Farm at 780-446-1479 for life, home, car insurance, and more. We have all your car insurance needs. Leading off, number 9, Jaden Carter.
And I stand corrected, ladies and gentlemen. Jacob Rice coming back out here in the top of the seventh with 93 pitches. And I love to see it. He has really settled in nicely in this one. Only 5 hits given up, 3 earned. He officially has the quality start with 6 innings completed and 3 or less runs. And as of right now, he's in line for the win. So exactly what this staff has needed.
A really good day from Rice. First time we've seen him. It's been fun to watch.
Absolutely. Here's the 0-2.
Nice play by
Diving
Miner.
play by Miner. Throws across his body and gets him at first. What a play.
He's been so good at third.
The defense is starting to heat up as well, and they're starting to help out their pitcher. And what I've liked so much about Rice's start is he actually has no strikeouts. So it's just been pitching to contact, getting a lot of soft contact off the bats. And that's something we talked about pregame as being really important for him since he is an off-speed lefty. So great job from Jacob Rice. But job's not finished. And that just missed to make it 2-0. Outside corner has been tough today for both pitchers. It's been a pretty consistent strike zone. That's outside for ball 3. And that's ball 4. So that's what you not want to do in this situation. Just want to keep throwing strikes. But it's understandable. His pitch count is up there, approaching the century mark.
And Jason Torres up to bat. He's 0 for 2. Oh, sorry, that was Torres. This is Carlos Ramos. He's 1 for 2 with an RBI.
Yeah, so heart of the order coming up for Compton.
Yeah, Rice looking for a ground ball here.
Be a huge time for a double play. And that's strike 1. I would really, really love to see him finish the 7th here. The bullpen for Coso has had some issues at times this year. There's a pickoff attempt. So to get your starter going 7 would be big time. Anything can happen in the last 3 innings of baseball. Here's the pitch. Bends that in there for a strike. Great curveball. That pitch has been really, really good today. I wonder if he throws that like a 12-6 over the top. That thing is really falling off. Here's the 0-2.
Good waste. See if he can get his first strikeout, Jamie. I feel like I keep thinking it's coming. It's just another pop-up out.
Yeah,
which I'm not complaining about at all.
Sure, it's in his mind a little bit. Here's the 1-2.
There it is.
And there it is. Good call, McKaylee. On cue. Jacob Rice, first strikeout here in the 7th. And his great start continues.
It was like pitch 102 on the day. Was his first strikeout. Pitch 103, sorry.
Amazing. So looking like a workhorse. And a guy who's been used as both a reliever and a starter, he looks every bit like a starter today. And first pitch ground ball, force out at second. 7 innings completed from Rice. And Coso up by 3, headed to the bottom of the 7th. Let's stretch it out, folks. We'll be right back.
Your attention please. Now pitching for Compton, number 37, Jesse Ferreira. Bringing off for your Coyotes here in the bottom of the 7th, number 13, Andrew Payne.
Welcome back, folks. Bottom 7th. Coso with a 3-run lead. And 5, 6, 7 coming up. First pitch way outside for a ball. And we have a pitching change there, McKaylee.
Yes, we have Jesse Ferreira coming in. He's got 11 innings pitched, a small sample size again. He's got a really high ERA, giving up a lot of runs in those innings. So another chance for the Coyotes to just keep adding on. Andrew Bain's up. He's 1 for 2, 2 RBIs and a strikeout today.
And look, I don't want to be a pessimist. We're playing great baseball today, but it does feel like we might need a few more runs. Is it just me?
I mean, we'll see what happens with Rice.
Rice has to be done. He's over 100.
You never know.
I did say after 6, you weren't up here with me, that there's no way it goes in for the 7th, and he came in. So who knows? But over 100 pitches, I can't imagine.
We have seen Donnie go 120, I believe, this year, 110 to 120.
You know, I hope for his arm's sake he doesn't go 120. That is a lot. Especially because he throws a lot of curveballs, too.
Oh, no, I'm with you.
There's people up in the bullpen.
I'm going to guess Corey Kent is going to come in today.
Okay, I like the call. We'll
Well,
see.
going to be my guess. I could be wrong.
That's strike one, so 3-1 count.
But we didn't see Corey last week, so.
Still looking for the first homer of the day. Could happen here. 3-1 to Bate. Follows that back and out of play. Full count.
3-2 to Bain.
Here comes the payoff pitch from Ferreira. And popped up.
Just under that.
Seeing a lot of that today from both teams. And it's going to be an easy play for the second baseman in the first out at the bottom of the seventh. A lot of pop-ups today, Michaeli.
Yep. Not a lot of strikeouts from either side.
Yeah. Because of it, it's been a pretty quick game.
Here's Minor. Minor's 1 for 3 today. Did a great game on Saturday, 4 RBIs.
Yeah, bat's heating up a little bit for Minor. He's always been excellent defensively. That's in there for a strike. And we did see Minor bat in the cleanup hole to start the season, so you know that bat is in there. It's good to see him starting to heat up here in the tail end of the season.
He's been so solid at third. Like, I feel like if the bat starts to come alive, he's going to be an everyday player at third.
That missed for a ball. They definitely have some guys in this lineup.
It's nice to see that we can move Hector to shortstop too, though, today. Give Derry the break. He doesn't really ever get a break.
Big swing and a miss, and the catcher took another one. Jackson back there
He
has
is
been
getting
taking a
beat
beating.
up.
Life of a catcher, I feel him. That's why I quit baseball. Yeah. These hot days, it just feels like you get hit even more back there.
So we're going to give him a second, it looks like.
1-2 count. Minor's going to stand back in once the ump brushes off the plate. Long break. There's the pitch. Rip to left. That will get down for another base hit. The 11th of the game for the Yotes.
Second of the day for Minor. He stays hot this week so far. Good to see. Really good to see.
at that.
Yeah.
Now batting, number 27, Lauren Benny.
Minor down 1-2 there. Just jumped on that 2-strike pitch. Sent it into left. And here comes Benny.
Benny's 1 for 2. I believe he had a sacrifice fly as well, right? Which is his lone RBI.
Just missed upstairs and away for a ball. That all-important 4th run. You really want to be leading by 4. Head to the 9th over 3. Statistically, it jumps up a lot to get that win. Getting 4 in the 9th is so much harder than 3. But you just never know.
It's a nice pitch.
It's a really, really nice pitch for strike 1. He's looked good today. You know, based on the stats coming in, his pitching staff has performed better than I expected.
Yeah. Definitely the bullpen as well, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, small sample size, like we said, so doesn't tell the whole story when you've only pitched 8 innings all season. But
Almost picked off at first, very close again. Yeah, and, you know, they're a young team and have had a tough season, but they started playing better last week, and trickled into today even. And quite frankly, they're still very much in this game. Only a 3-run game. It's up to the Yotes now to kind of put the nail in the coffin. They're going to go for the steal, and they're going to be
Safe.
in there
Nice job by
safely.
Minor.
So Minor doing a little bit of everything today. With a couple hits, now stolen bases, made some flashy plays in the field.
It's going to be Minor's 6th steal on the year. He now ties Trujillo for the lead. So, something at least I didn't expect was that Minor was one of our top stolen base guys.
I think it's just a baggy jersey.
I like the baggy look. He's the only one that does it. He's got the baggy jersey and the baggy pants.
Personally, not for me, but
I like it.
it's because you're young
Yeah.
and naive.
I don't know. Just
2-2 count.
that's how I like it.
Here's the pitch. Foul back out of play. Look out.
It's probably less hot, too.
Maybe.
I would hate having the jersey so tight. Her pants, too. Ugh.
It looks a little like he's wearing sweatpants to me, but 2-0
Yeah.
count, 1 out.
Yeah.
Hey, teach his own.
At least you guys don't have to wear the volleyball uniforms like baseball does.
Somebody in the box just said, at least we don't have to wear the volleyball jerseys like the managers do. Yeah. That would not be a pretty sight to see me and our coaching staff in our volleyball unis. Here's a 3-2. And Benny stays alive.
God, that was a rocket over the visitor bullpen.
Or football would be really funny to see the head coach in full pads on the sideline. Here's the payoff pitch again. And stays alive again. Good job by Benny here.
Is the baggy pants a new thing? Are we sure that's not old school? Like they didn't rock the baggy pants way back in the day?
For a little bit, but then they would go the high socks with the baggy pant look. You know what I
Ooh.
mean? And that just looked crazy.
That
Looked like
doesn't sound
clowns.
great. Yeah, it doesn't sound great.
Wasn't great. Yeah, exactly.
That's
Back in like the 30s.
That is rough.
Well, I don't think they had a lot of style. And strike 3 swinging. We're getting a little off track here in the booth, folks, but that would be the second out of the inning. Here comes Duco. Still the guy on second, that big run, 4th run. Man on second, 2 outs, bottom 7, 3-run lead for the Yotes. And pickoff, almost threw it into center field. Nice play by Carter to get that one. Out of the stretch. Here's the pitch.
Yep, that's a
and
base
that's
hit.
another base hit.
They're gonna send
And they're
him.
going to send him. And
Oh,
they
yeah,
bobble
he's
it in
easily
right,
in.
so that run will score easily. And Coso's lead extends to 4.
Great job by Duco. Didn't do too much. Just poked it out into right field. And
Great piece of hitting again, for sure.
Minor comes in.
Number 12, Anthony Hector.
And I'll say it again, more 2-out hitting,
Yep.
Jimmy.
Yep.
More 2-out hitting.
All season long.
And here's Hector. Anthony Hector's 2 for 3 today. And, I mean, the 1 out very well could have been a single down the line if we had a little bit better look at it. It was close play. Actually asked Heck about it when I went down there. And he said I don't even care. I was like, all right.
Okay. Copy that.
He was like, it's all good. I don't even care. But everyone in here is telling me that it was fair. So it's
I
like,
thought
all
it
right.
was. It looked like I hit the chalk.
Yeah.
But my eyes are not the best.
A lot of the Coso boys are right in front of it, sitting there. So I feel like they probably had a good angle on it.
Another pickoff attempt. Not in time. 7-3 now. Coyotes with the lead. Coso with the lead. Both teams are Coyotes today. It's been a pretty competitive game overall. The story so far has been starting pitcher for Coso, Jacob Rice, going 7 innings and only 3 earned. So really good start, quality start in the book, and he is on the hook for the win right now.
I mean, we've seen some good stuff from a lot of guys today. Hector's had a good game. We saw Wilkes hit a double. First time we've seen him hit a double in quite some time.
Up and down, I think everybody had productive at-bats. Even you look at a guy like CJ, he's hitless, 0 for 1, but he has 3 walks. And then Binney has that sac fly.
Miner's gotten on twice.
Right.
And just had the run that came across.
Everybody it's been a complete team game so
Yeah,
far. Let's see if we can finish it.
true team game
And
offensively.
that's
And
another
there's
base
Hector
hit.
again.
The hit and run was on.
Duco's going to
And
go to
they're
third.
going first to third. He's
out.
going to be out.
Ooh, he avoids the tag. No, he
No,
was out.
he's
Okay,
out.
I thought he avoided that.
And that'll be the third out of the inning. So a little bit aggressive for Duco, trying to go first to third, but they do get another run heading to the 8th. Coso with a 7-3 lead.
After 7 is 7-3, your Coyotes. Your attention, please. Now pitching for your Coyotes, number 22, Andrew Carrillo. This inning is brought to you by Casey's Restaurant. From sizzling steaks and juicy burgers to flavorful barbecue, our menu offers something for everyone. Check out our new location located at 901 North Heritage Drive. Leading off, top of the 8th, number 34, Matthew Murphy.
Welcome back, everyone. Top of the 8th, we have a pitching change. Andre Carrillo comes in for Jacob Rice. And first pitch, ground ball, and an out. So 1 pitch, 1 out here in the 8th. And just like that, the Coyotes 5 outs away from winning this thing. Really good start from Rice. We talked a lot about it today. 7 innings, 3 earned, 3 walks, 1 K. Only 5 hits. And in line for the win. And adds another quality start to his season total. All in all, it's been a complete team win so far if they can complete this one. And Carrillo on the season in 13 innings has a 5.54 ERA and a 1.62 whip. And like a lot of these guys in the bullpen, just throwing strikes is going to be the most important thing for them. Don't want to give free base runners. especially with this 4-run lead here in the 8th. Here comes the righty. That's a really good pitch in the outside corner for strike 2. And here's the 1-2. And another ground ball. Fouled up by the shortstop, over to first, in time for the second out. Another put out for Hector at short. He's had a really good game. Other than the 2 errors by the Coyotes, overall, they've played excellent today. Pitching good, defense good, offense good. Firing on all cylinders here against Compton. But still work to do. 4 outs to get. And here comes Nolan Jackson for Compton. He's 0 for 3 with an RBI today. He's batting in the 7th spot. He got beat up a little bit behind the plate defensively today. A lot of foul balls off of him. That seems like a tough kid. Steps in there, and now it's a 1-1 count with 2 outs. That's low and away for ball 2. There's the 2-1. Just missed outside for ball 3. Three-run count, 2 outs. And fouled back and out of play. Full count, payoff pitch, 2 outs here in the 8th. And that's going to be ripped into left, and a diving grab by CJ. And that will be the 3rd out of the inning. And we're going to head to the bottom half. Coyotes still up 4.
Attention please, now pitching for Compton, number 55, Bradford Garcia. Leading off, number 34, Caden Trujillo.
Welcome back, everyone. Bottom of the 8th, Coso up 7-3, and we have a pitching change for Compton. It's going to be Bradford Garcia. Comes in 19 innings pitched with an 8.84 ERA. Coso looking to add some runs here, headed into the 9th. First pitch skips away for a ball. Top of the order coming up for Coso as well. So tough task for Garcia to hold it here. Trujillo, another monstrous day, 3 for 4 with an RBI. And he has seen a lot of pitches because he will work counts. Here's the 2-0. Ooh, just clipped the outside corner for strike 1. Good 2-0 pitch there from Garcia. Another lefty for Compton. So their third one today. Fold them a little bit out in front of that one. Evens count at 2. Look like I threw him a slow change. Drury in search of his 4th hit of the game. Here's the 2-2. And got him on the outside corner. Really nice pitch to get him looking. We have not seen much of that from Trujillo this season. So credit to Garcia getting that K. One of the hottest hitters in the conference, or in the league rather, batting over 400. And here comes Wilkes, who's 1 for 4 today with a run driven in. And that pitch is way outside for a ball. So Garcia has some strikeouts. He's at about 1 strikeout per inning, but he also is over a walk per inning. Wilkes fouls that one off his foot. Even count at 1. So he has some good stuff. Just a matter of controlling that stuff. Wilkes going to need a moment. "13 hits today for Coso to Compton's 5. And it's a 4-run difference. Wilkes is back in the box and ready. Here's the 1-1. And downstairs for ball 2. It's a big week in baseball around the country. Opening day week. I hope you enjoy the holiday, folks. Because it's a holiday to me, even though I will be at work. Wilkes fouls that off 2-2. We have some Dodgers fans in the box, which is disgusting. Go Orioles. Big year for the baby birds. That's not going to happen. 2-2 count. And got him looking. Really nice pitch again. Froze him. That was definitely a strike. We've got to protect with 2 strikes. Here comes CJ. I should watch what I'm saying. I am in California now, I recognize. It's good to have baseball back, no doubt about it. And here's Caden Johnson, 0 for 1 with 3 walks today. And rips that one first pitch. That's deep. That's got a chance. Goodbye, home run! Caden C.J. Johnson does it again. And that's his 6th of the season. And Coso with the 5-run lead. First pitch, breaking ball, absolutely no chance. Let's go, CJ. The 14th hit of the day for Coso. And here comes Dax Patton, his second at-bat of the day. He's 0 for 1. And it just missed for a ball. Man, CJ is just red hot these last few weeks. Here's the 1-0. And that's outside. So 2-0 count to Patton. You love to see these runs here in the 7th and the 8th. Coyotes keeping their foot down on the pedal. And now their lead is 5. There's Patton. And it gets away from the shortstop and into left field. We'll see how that one scored. It looked like it did go under his glove. It was hit pretty decent. And that's going to be a hit in the book for Dax Patton. So the 15th of the day for Coso. It was definitely a tough play for the shortstop. Having to go to the backhand. And here comes Bain. You got to imagine Bain is swinging for the fences here. With 2 outs here, bottom of the 8th. And he's got the power to do some damage. First pitch, swinging. Center fielder's got a long run. And it drops! And Bain will be in there at second. And the runner will advance to third. And now second and third with 2 outs. Really long run for the center fielder. He was playing deep. That's Guy out in center. And that is the 16th hit for Coso. And yet again, everyone, we've been saying this all day in the broadcast, the 2-out hitting for Coso. It's just been the difference maker for this team, especially in wins. They just do their best damage with 2 outs. And here comes Miner. He's had a great game. 2 for 4 today with a stolen base. Has had 2 ridiculous plays in the field. And now he's got a chance for some RBIs. Second and third, 2 outs. And that just missed for ball 1. Way outside for a ball. So Garcia started to lose control a little bit. He's over 17 pitches this inning. He struck out the first 2 batters looking. And that was Truey and Wilkes batting 1-2. And his defense didn't do much to help him after that. He did give up the home run to CJ, and then tough play for the shortstop, and ball finds its way into the outfield. And a bloop base hit. And now he's down 3-0. So Garcia might want to consider just walking Miner here with first open. You don't want to throw anything really right up the middle. And Benny on deck, so we'll see what Coso does. They could pinch hit Benny. Oof, and they gave him that call, looks like, on the outside corner. 3-1 count. If they walk him there, you'll have Benny coming up with bases loaded. We've seen him in that spot a few times this year, and he's come through. But he did DH, so we could see a pinch hitter. Here's the pitch. Goes the opposite way, but that will land foul. So we'll have a 3-2 count, 2 outs, 2 men on, bottom 8. Coso up 5. Here's the payoff. Ripped up the middle, and that will drop, and that's going to go all the way to the wall. This could be all 4. Miner's going to get on his horse. He's rounding second, and they're going to send him. He's rounding third. Long way to go. Throw to the cutoff. Play at home. He's safe. Unbelievable. An inside the park home run. And the Coyotes are up 8 here in the 8th. What a day for Miner. Risky play out in center by Guy. Again, they're playing him so deep, something we've talked about today. And he had a long run, went for the diving play with 2 outs instead of just letting it drop, and it cost him. Unbelievable. And we're going to have a mound visit and a potential pitching change. We're going to take like 30 seconds. We'll be right back, folks. Back still 2-8. 2 outs here in the 8th. It's been a while. More 2-out hitting from these Coyotes. And up 11-3 now. This game is wide open. Here's the 1-0. Outside for a ball. Stuck with Garcia. Looks like they wanted to give their bullpen some time. They have some guys throwing and loosening. Garcia struck out the first 2 batters of this inning and has imploded since with 4 earned runs. Defense didn't help him. And that's ball 3. Just like that, you blink. Coso has 11 runs and 17 hits. Here's 3-0. Ooh, green light. And fouled out of play. I don't know how that would have looked if he hit a home run there. It's kind of an unwritten rule of baseball, but...
I mean, this game's not over. I watched a game last week. Taking a sip of water. Me. But Coyotes were up 11-3 last week, and it ended 11-9 going into the 9th. So it's never over until it's over. I don't know if they're gonna go. Carrillo looked good in the 8th last inning, huh?
He did look good. So payoff pitch, 2 outs. Here, bottom 8. Long look and delivers. And followed back. But he's done this a few times today, working the count full.
I feel like we've been at 2 outs in this inning for forever now.
We have been. For about 6 hitters. All started with CJ's solo shot. Yeah, that's ripped down the line, and that's fair. And that will be extra bases. Vinny on his horse. And he's going 3. He's going to dig it out, and he's in there safely for a 2-out triple.
Nice job by Benny. He's had a really good day today.
Up and down this order, everybody is in on the party.
Yeah, they moved Benny down today, too. 2-out day for him. In the 7th spot, bottom of the order has been great with Benny, Duco, and Hector. Duco's 1 for 3. Benny's 2 for 3. Hector's 2 for 3.
And we're going to have a pitching change, so we're going to take about a minute and a half. We'll be right back.
Your attention please. Now pitching for Compton, number 17, Diego Gallegos. Now batting, number 28, Danny Duco.
Two outs. Been here a while here in the bottom of the 8th. This Coso lineup keeps hitting with 2 outs, and there's a man on third. That first pitch in there for a strike. Here's a pitch. And that's ripped into center, and that will be another RBI base hit, another 2-out base hit, and another 2-out run for the Yotes here in the bottom of the 8th. That's the 5th. 12-3. Coso with the lead. And one guy away from batting around in this inning. And first pitch swing and another base hit. Man, oh man. This game has opened up in a hurry. That's the 20th hit for Coso. And here comes the top of the order.
Where we started the inning.
You know, I thought we were going to have our first under 3-hour game this year, but just like that. We're back on pace here. At least it's all Coyotes. Here comes Truey, looking for his 4th hit of the day. And looking to add on to his team-leading RBIs. Popped up. Long run for the left fielder, but he should make the play, and he does. And that will do it for the 8th, but it was a big one for the Yotes. 5 runs on 7 hits.
Something like that, yeah.
We're headed to the 9th. We'll be right back.
This inning is brought to you by Alta One Federal Credit Union. At Alta One, we believe in putting our members first. We're not just a financial institution, we are a community that cares about your financial well-being. Leading off number 21, David Aditya.
Welcome back, folks. 12-3. Your Coyotes with the lead here in the 9th. 3 outs away.
And Carrillo only pitched 11 pitches last inning.
First pitch upstairs.
Still fresh. David Avidia up to bat. He's 0 for 3. He's got a sac fly RBI, it looks like.
That's in there for a strike. Yeah, it would be really great for him to get out of this thing. Then you would just have Rice pitching 7 and Carrillo pitching 2. Really save the bullpen when they needed it most.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's back to Donahue on Thursday, I believe.
Yep.
And we've seen him go as much as, I believe,
8.
almost 9. Yeah, 8 or 9 this year. So if he can put up a performance like Rice did today on Thursday, we can really save the bullpen for Saturday's game. Another non-conference opponent on Saturday.
Here's the 1-2. Chopper back to the mound. Duco is going to make a play at it.
Popped out of his glove.
Popped out of his glove. That was a strange one.
Yeah, it was unlucky, it seems.
I don't know. It's hard to see from our vantage point if it was going to make it to the pitcher. I would have expected him to come in and make that play. That's going to go in the book as an error on Duco. So that'll be the 3rd error of the game for Coso. It's just those 3 plays are really like the 3 blips of the game. Like, other than that, it's been a pretty complete game, pitching-wise, defensively, offensively. There's a chance at a double play.
Nice play by Minor.
Over to second. Goes to first. Double play! And we're 1 out away from another victory.
It's been a little while since we've seen a double play, I feel like. I didn't see one, I don't think, the last 2 games.
I think Compton had one.
Did Compton have one today? Okay. Another nice play by Minor. He's been great. Patton came in for Cheese. He turns it.
1 out away. Ooh, just missed.
One thing I think Rice and Carrillo have done really good is once the base runner's gotten on, they haven't blinked. Just getting that next batter out.
only
Pretty much almost on the
5
next
hits.
pitch. Yeah, and it's almost been on the next pitch, I feel like, every time that they've had a leadoff base runner to start an inning.
The difference really has just been throwing strikes and trusting your stuff and pitching to contact. And all that contact only turned into 3 runs and 5 hits for Compton. So really good game plan today for Coso. Great execution. That's going to be a fly ball to center, and that should do it. And the Coyotes win it 12-3 over the Compton Coyotes. They'll be going to Compton on Thursday. Thank you so much. This is Jimmy Belushi on the mic, as always, with Michele Picozzi. Coyotes back to 500. Coyotes win.